All right. Welcome to Rock TV. This is where it happens. Of course, don't forget our slogan. It's the authentic voice you should trust anytime, any day. Of course, we've done the part 1 of patience. Okay? And we say that lack of patience can lead to depression. And now, in this particular talk show, in this particular segment, we'll be looking at how we can solve depression. Of course, Ambassador is in the studio and he does it to your satisfaction. All right. And Ambassador, they always say that prevention is better than cure.
Sure.
So I think instead of trying to talk about how to cure depression, is there any way we can talk about how to prevent depression?
Yes. There is so many ways to handle this particular problem, not getting depressed.
Okay.
That is, let's go. Like we spoke about in our previous talk show, like the previous episode we had on patience.
Okay.
You see, when it seems like nothing is working, the only way it will work is patience. Because I've come to reason out that successful people are quite patient people.
Yes. Of course, you know the famous Michael Faraday that tried over 1,000 wires.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, when he discovered electricity.
He did.
Yeah. So, and Thomas Edison too, he experienced the same thing. Who discovered the light in the energy bulb and all that.
Yes.
So nothing has never come easy without being patient. Of course, the famous Abraham Lincoln, of course, is a standout example of people who has been patient. He ran for almost 7 times before he finally became the American president, and one of the most prestigious president America has ever had.
Yes.
So, Ambassador, you can understand how vital patience is.
Very, very vital. It's one of the essential need in every human life.
Yes.
Because after you have gained everything, after you have gotten everything, you still have need of patience. Because patience gathers you together. Patience puts your effort step by step.
Yeah, Ambassador, some people we say, for how long do I have to wait?
Oh yes.
For how long do I have to wait?
Oh yes.
A friend of mine told me a story one time about how a guy was trying to encourage him to go into illegal business.
Oh.
You understand? He said, if you're waiting for legit, you will get drowned in the river. Okay?
Yes.
So my guy was like, what does that statement? He said he never reasoned that he sat down and took a thought and understood that was a very deep statement.
Whoa.
You understand? And you see the extent people can, because they've run out of patience. And most people, you see them getting into all sorts of trouble because they don't have patience.
Yes.
They don't want to wait.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Patience is not just waiting, folding your hands and waiting.
Exactly.
Patience is the ability to having the right attitude while you are waiting.
Yes,
of course, while you're waiting, you can be going about your normal jobs
and everything.
Okay, you can be doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
But you're waiting.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So you have to be faithful
yes.
in your service.
Yes.
In terms of patience.
Exactly. I agree with you, Civic. I'm 100% in agreement with what you just said.
Yeah.
Because why is the society the way it is today? Because a lot of people want to make it instant,
quick money.
Make it instant because
you
don't really want to work for something
quick money.
Something that is great. It takes time. If you want to be great, you have to have a building strategy.
Yes.
Strategy to build. If you're learning work, for those apprentices in the market, if you're learning work, you have to have a period of years. You have to wait.
Yeah, it's not just some of them wait 5 years, 7 years. Like my cousin waited for 11 years.
Whoa.
Yes. It takes a lot of patience to do that.
A lot of patience.
Serve somebody for whooping 11 years. And at the end of the day, now he's doing well.
Of course.
Then it was paining him because he was waiting.
And he had a good foundation.
Yes, and that period of waiting, that 11-year period, helped him to acquire all the necessary tools
he needed. Yes.
Both materially, physically, intellectually in that particular business before establishing himself.
Exactly.
So, and it's paying off.
All right, that's it. So in this very thought of it now, the only way you can prevent depression is to have a focus. Like if you watch our previous videos, we talked about value.
Yeah.
And we talk about effort. If you go back and watch it, you see the points we have laid out. And for you now to have value, you must have patience. For you now to, you want to make something out of reasonable something out of life. So
yes.
you have to have patience. So our advice to a lot of people out there is get on a good track. Get on it. First of all, you started on a good track, but a lack of patience drifted you away. But just take up something good. Remain faithful to it. Try to add value, everyday value. Make sure you're growing. Daily process. It will last. Once it hits out, it lasts.
Yeah.
It will take you to any level that you want to be. Trust me, this is not just mere talk. It's an experiment that has been also be carried out, and we saw the results. Yes, saw the results. So that's it, Sadiq.
All right, thank you, Ambassador. Of course, what I'm deriving from what Ambassador said is that everything is a phase. Okay,
sure.
It's a time. It's a matter of time.
Sure.
So instead of getting depressed, just understand that everything you're passing through now is a phase, which will also go. It will always pass.
Of course.
You understand? Of course, a motivational speaker once said that the difference between where you are now and where you want to be is time.
It's time.
Okay, just always know that time. Okay, so on this note, we are bringing an end to this particular segment.
Sure.
Of course, this is Rock TV, the authentic voice.
You should trust
anytime,
anywhere.
Ambassador, thank you for coming to the studio today.
I'm so delighted.
Please don't forget to subscribe.
Hit the subscribe button.
Right there.
See you next time.
Bye for now.